Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our celebrity reading. We're going to get into Peter Evans from American Horror Story. We are going to do a nice little update on Peter Evans and anything going on as far as success. His movie that has just come out as documentary, which I'm going to watch this evening. I have plans to lay in bed and watch Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm super stoked to watch this documentary. I'm sure it'll be way better, way more intense than the other ones. Hopefully. I mean, if it's got him in it, it's going to be good. So while you wait for me to get into this shuffle, go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. If you have not met me yet, my name is Jordan. It is lovely to meet you. I'm going to get into all about Evan Peters, and then we'll find out all of his astrology as well as his tarot. So currently, Evan Peters, he was born January 20th, 1987. He's an actor. He was in American Horror Story and plenty other movies and films. I just don't think we really need to talk about it because if you're here, you know who he is. He is an Aquarius. So we're going to get into this reading. Now, somebody wanted me to do an update on love, but I think I'm just going to kind of figure out everything that's going on with Evan Peters. So just as far as like an update, go ahead and click that bell reminder just so you can receive all your notifications too while you're reading. All right. Okay. So Evan Peters. Yeah, so just kind of wanting to know a little bit about the love life, a little bit about his success, maybe his, his business, what it is that he's doing as far as acting, anyone he's having relations with, family, emotions, whatever comes up. I want to kind of go into that. But I did want to make note that this is not going to be specified a love Evan readings. We're just going to do like kind of overall. So a lot of balance in his current energy, lots of balance, almost like just very beyond his mind. So just a very clear focus, lots of clarity, lots of discipline, maybe in search of something. I don't know, but there's a lot of peace or even trust in himself. There is also something very unspeakable here. Now, this could have something to do with it being welcomed in, whatever that might mean. Currently, just kind of, again, in a very kind of seamlessly unspoken kind of thing. Maybe it's very intuitive. Maybe it's a spiritual connection or, drawing into that spiritual. Hopefully so. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay. Let's get into this reading. All right. So the first thing that is coming out is just anything to do with the moon. So just any kind of experience that he may be having, any revelations, any truth outing, anything underneath the surface of things kind of coming out and, showing themselves maybe intuitively or spiritually connected so much so that he really didn't need anything to be revealed. Again, kind of unspoken kind of thing. So just that is the main situation, the main experience. I feel like it's primal. It's definitely animal. It's very calm. There's no chaos really happening around the situation either. Okay, so anything that is blocking this revelation or a truth coming out or just knowing any information as far as his experience goes and just reflecting on it, what would be the main blockage? And I've seen 6 of Cups that is in a reverse position. Got our 7 of Air reverse. So the blockage is that this is probably memory. So this is probably something that has to do with his past and the misbalance in the past or something to do with any kind of love, emotional, maybe it's just family stuff, who knows, relationship stuff. But this is definitely indicating that the memories that should always be nostalgic, that should be something that you can kind of touch in on, are not as nostalgic as one would hope for when reaching back to hold on to those things to kind of keep yourself going. So anything to do with this revelation, this truth, again, anything blocking it will be the memories or his childhood stuff that has to do with it also. Moving into anything that's kind of influencing around the situation would just be kind of like a non-awareness. So anything that was kind of influencing it, currently or upcoming would definitely have something to do with caution, maybe consequences that he once has had before, just kind of coming up. And the awareness, though, is really coming up here. I feel like there was a lack of awareness, and I feel like there's more so a lot more awareness now, especially if there's a clear mind, especially about any kind of childhood memories, nostalgia, any harmony that wasn't there. Any experience can be accomplished or feel fulfilled as soon as you get into a place where you're aware of it, especially if it's something that brings illusion, kind of fogs the mind. The root of this situation would definitely be some sort of a message, okay? So this message is coming from some kind of like, I don't know, it's coming from like a joyful place. It's coming from like a really cheerful experience. But the message is coming in almost like a message, like maybe written, maybe the message is on an email in the mailbox, however that might be. But it just makes it so that he can be more prepared for it. So this could have something to do with business. Could even have something to do with an earth sign. Maybe a water sign. Yeah. Yeah, because and anything influencing from the past, this message, and again, this message could be something that so he's prepared, so he's ready, he's focused, he's got everything that he needs to have as far as being a student of something. This again could be business, something coin wise, money management, however that might unfold. But I feel like him kind of not being aware of it would definitely be putting him in a place where he's just like was completely unaware of it, but then the consequences that come up because of it. So anything that is in the past that is influencing this to actually be going on in the current moment would be definitely that pentacle. So that earth sign. This person, I don't know, was possessive. They could have been possessive, jealous, obviously, just kind of over the situation. I feel like this person could have even been really generous at one time, but by the ending was just very fixated on money, or there was just some kind of a greed, or maybe not as generous as they used to be. I feel like definitely, yeah. The focus should have been more so on the actual situation, whatever that might have been. Now, the situation, anything kind of surrounding this person is that there was a partnership here. There was some sort of progress at one time, some sort of balance and peace. And there was a planning. There was a lot of planning and partnering up and collaborating. It's that energy of coming together. This could have happened because of work. This could have happened just, out of passion or adventure, however that might resonate or align with him. Anything kind of moving past that, going into the future. Moving into the future would be for him to move on, to find relief. There could even be new person. This is definitely going to be a water sign. Now, this new person could be loving. They could be giving. They could even be a little psychic or intuitive, or just like really dive into that spiritual stuff, however that comes out. But it is definitely heart-led. So this is something probably that he's very aware of. And moving on from that past situation is really going to push him into this type of situation and this relationship, because this relationship could be very, very nice connection. The feeling, the emotion that's there could just be kind of like a love affair, a really nice one. Yeah, and he's probably already moved on from that situation, because it was in reverse. So it's indicating that that's already happened. So I feel like the hope that comes from that moving on situation would put him definitely in a place that is upcoming in middle of October into the ending with this person. Likely outcome of this situation, or just kind of a perception of his own self, what he thinks and views, how he sees the situation, how he sees it. So the change this situation could bring is definitely going to be Five of Pentacles, reverse. Lots of worry, or just maybe he's worried in general. So there could even be kind of like a melodramatic about it, almost like he's melodramatic about it, or the other person is not quite sure. Not even sure if there was a meeting or they've met, but there is this person. There is somebody specific here. Now, there could have been mistakes made. There could have been a little bit of drama added into the situation. However that comes out, I do feel like it's almost like brought a lot of maybe some worry. I feel like there could be worry. I feel like there could even be assistance within the relationship, or between, the two people. I feel like, and it's almost like very hesitant. Should I even address this? Should I even, deal with this situation? But it could be really reliable. It could be something that he needs to experience as far as a relationship to move into his, upcoming situations or dealings when he gets a little bit further and further, because this would be growing from this. He would grow from this. Okay, so any in external influences as far as his relationship goes with this other person, or just like the external influences of just this month in general. Now, there is a want to feel fulfilled. There's a, I want love because love looks great. Love looks amazing. I want clarity. I want, communication. I want honesty. But these thoughts and these worries put him in a really restless place, almost like he's feeling like there's a loss, kind of like covering his eyes to what it is that he really doesn't want to see. So just even the mere fact that we started this reading and it was kind of based on the fact that he's not acknowledging what he should be looking at. He's not acknowledging it at all in the beginning of this reading. And then it puts him into a place where he's like, okay, I don't want to deal with the consequences and I want to be aware. So that's where it put him. But again, this has brought him a lot of sleepless nights, the situation, or just kind of the thinking of it, maybe clouding the mind a little bit. I do feel like this needs to be discussed or whatever. I feel like it is in flow with, whatever he has going on, whether it has to do with this person or not. Definitely. And any actions that he's going to take are going to have a lot of reliability. A lot will be underneath it so that it will transform and he can create from it also, whatever that means. This reading is really weird. I don't understand most of it. I'm just going to be honest. I don't understand this, this reading. I hope that it makes sense to somebody. Some days I do not understand any of what I'm saying. I'm like, I have no clue what's happening here. Yeah, it's definitely a relation. It has to be. And again, any actions, they'll be serene, stable, reliable. I think it'll be pushed into a place where there's extravagance and control, whatever that is. Okay. And the final outcome between these two, or this whole scenario, that has to do with business, reliability, something really grounded, maybe a water sign, hopefully somebody very safe and secure for him. The likely outcome is definitely going to be 6 of Pentacles. Got 8 of Air. Wow. Okay. This is going to be a very generous thing. Okay. So the harmony in it is going to be very generous. The harmony is going to be very balanced. It's going to be a very nice, safe situation. The sex will be good. Everything will be on point. Communication is going to be very clear. I do feel like there will be a little confusion in the beginning, but there's always free will to kind of bail out of the situation. So I don't know if this is like a plan or something devised or something really thought out, but this is very organized, very planned, and very extravagant. And again, there's so much control. There's like nitpicking, very controlled in the situation. And I mean, there's going to be waves of self-doubt, and this could be in the communication with this person, or this could just be in general of his own self-doubt or somebody else's self-doubt or whoever he's dealing with. Okay. Or anyone around him for that matter. Bottom line is the collaboration or the focus that this is going to bring. It's going to bring a lot of creation, a lot of growth. And that could be physically, that could mean anything as far as like transforming and creating something in business with his finances, work, just linking up with another person and creating something in general would be really nice. Like maybe a baby, Rosemary's baby. Okay, I got to get out of here. I'm going to get another reading out for you all. I have not been on here for a minute. I'm back in action. I'm going to get some celebrity readings out today and get the rest of the October's predictions for love and general out as quickly as possible. I hope that you all have a beautiful day. Even though it's raining and it's shitty, it's blue sky now. So that's a plus. Okay. That's all that matters, is that the clouds have parted. All right. Got to get out of here. Please hit share, like, and follow. Go ahead and hit that bell. Don't miss anything here at Hangman Tarot. And again, check out Hangman Tarot on YouTube. I'm on there. My name is Jordan once again. I will see you on the flip side. Goodbye.